The next question is, how much is a scar worth? Now, I thought this was an unusual question. It's probably one that does not get asked very often, but frequently in auto accident cases, motorcycle cases, or any type of personal injury, there is scarring to the body. And so, I guess the general answer to this question is there's no set formula about how much a scar is worth, but I can give you some examples, and what I've seen over the years are certain circumstances when scars are worth more or less money. So one of the factors that insurance companies look at in terms of scars is basically who is the person that has been injured. So I find that young children who have scars are valued very highly. Also, women who suffer scars are valued very highly. Unfortunately, guys, insurance companies do not place as much value for men for some reason. I don't know. It's obviously stereotypical, but I have not experienced the same type of results for men as I have for women and for children. Now, the other factor that the insurance companies look at is basically where's the scar. So if it's to the face, obviously that's going to be worth a lot more money. If it's to a visible part of the body, like a hand, it's going to be worth more money. But if your scar is not visible, if it's going to be covered up all the time, insurance companies do not place as much value. So basically, let me give you a few examples of scarring and the amount of money that I have seen paid out for scars in the past. I'll start from really the least to the greatest. So I had an 18-year-old boy, young adult, and he was involved. It was a serious crash. He was in the back seat. He was thrown about in the car, wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and either the seatbelt or the seatbelt holder scratched his back while he was being thrown around. Now he didn't need stitches, but it did leave it left a light scar across his back, and of course it's going to be permanent. And the insurance company paid him, in my estimation, about $15,000 for that scar. I also have seen a person, mid-30s, male, involved in a serious accident. The airbags went off and there was a burn to his hand, just in this area. Not severe, but it was visible if you looked closely. And the insurance company in that case paid $35,000. And then finally, as I said, the most severe, the largest scar value that I've seen was to a young woman who was cut very severely on her chin. And it was visible, to the point that you could even see where the stitches were next to the scar. And to a young woman, I think she was probably 11 or 12 years old at the time, maybe even a little younger, but they paid $250,000 for that case. So just to kind of give you an example of the disparity in the value of the scarring, again, ultimately, man, woman, child, where is the scar? How bad does it look? One other example I've seen, road rash for motorcycle crashes. Road rash can look terrible at the scene and shortly thereafter. I mean, your skin is basically peeled off, usually bloody, oozing. I mean, it's disgusting if you've seen fresh road rash from a motorcycle accident. But usually it heals with minimal scarring. And despite the look of it, the insurance companies don't pay as much as you would expect for that type of mild scarring. So just something to keep in mind. I hope that answers the question.